My name's Isabel Uwagbo and I'm a research assistant at the Cells for Sight ATMP manufacturing facility at the UCL Institute of Ophthalmology.
My name is Radhika Shah. I'm the production manager at the Cells for Sight manufacturing facility. So my main responsibilities as a production manager include managing day-to-day production activities within the clean room, where we manufacture grafts for patients. And included within that, we obviously have to comply to our regulatory authorities. They set out various guidelines and directives, and we have to ensure compliance to those whilst manufacturing our grafts. We have also helped in the in-house development of a GMP-grade substrate to deliver these cells to patients.
My name's Amanda Vernon. We're at UCL Institute of Ophthalmology. So basically my role at Cells for Sight is I'm the Quality Assurance and Product Development Manager. So basically I'm in charge of the quality monitoring activities to make sure that our facilities are in compliance with the medicines regulations. So that includes things like making sure that we have data trended and that we do routine audits of our facility, also making sure that our quality management system is up to date and that we have batch file reviews, etc.
In this lab in particular, we have more of a unique setup where you can see the research lab as well as the clean room downstairs. So for me especially, you're able to see the translation of research all the way through to a product. Not just that, but because we're in close proximity, you're able to be a part of both. And in most cases, you would be either one or the other. So there's not the crosstalk is not there to see. But also here, the lab is of course friendly, the friendly environment, being able to discuss ideas, not just with other colleagues, but also with our PI.
I think the most exciting thing for me is we're in a unique position where research meets clinical translation. We're seeing products being developed in-house, and then we're taking them through to the clinical trial stage where we see patients getting treated and benefiting from the treatments, feeding back to us via the clinicians. So for me, that's really exciting because you're not just doing this or that, you're getting to see the whole process. And Julie herself is just the best.
So basically I used to work at the National Blood Service and there we used to procure and process human tissues for transplantation. And one tissue that we used to process is amniotic membrane, which is the membrane surrounding a developing baby. And then when a position came up at Cells for Sight, I applied for that position and got the job as limbal stem cell technician. So I was manufacturing the grafts that were being used to treat patients. And then there was an opportunity then to progress to Quality Assurance Manager, and from then I got promoted to my current position today. And then concurrently I got given an opportunity to do a part-time PhD in stem cell biology, which I've done and completed. And then currently I'm studying for a Masters in Pharmaceutical Quality Manufacturing and Good Manufacturing Practice with a view to becoming a qualified person.
As a postgraduate student, I was doing a master's in stem cell biology, and one of the lectures really caught my attention, which was limbal stem cell biology, and I sort of got really excited by it because there's a lot of clinical application. You see it going into patients, it's not just at the research stage. So when I saw a research assistant job at Cells for Sight, I straight away applied. Luckily I got it. And I really enjoyed myself. Then 4 years down the line, a production manager role became available, applied for it, and luckily got that as well.
So I would say in general, just working in regenerative medicine, that's like just a really, really good, inspiring field to be in. I really like the fact that obviously it's got so much potential, so not just within ophthalmology but also within other parts of the body, and I just think it's going to have a big impact in healthcare in years to come. So I like that aspect, but also within this lab obviously we've got the clinical side, we've also got the research side, so, and you've got all the sort of development bits in between, so again that's great for me being in the clinical side to be able to liaise with the researchers and vice versa.
So Cells for Sight was established in 2002 with the aim of researching, developing and treating ocular surface diseases for patients at Moorfields Eye Hospital. We hold 2 manufacturing licenses by the MHRA, or the Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, and the HTA, the Human Tissue Authority. Under the MHRA, we hold a specials license and an IMP or investigative medicinal products license. Under our specials license, we can manufacture cell therapy grafts for an unmet clinical need, but it has to be prescribed by a clinician. And under our IMP license, we can manufacture, again, cellular products that may directly or indirectly be used in clinical trials. Under our regulations, we have to work to a standard called GMP, or Good Manufacturing Practice, which means basically that we need to ensure that the product is to the same quality every single time as per our procedures.
So in clinical manufacture, we obviously have different challenges to the researchers. So we manufacture advanced therapy medicinal products, and the two classifications that we manufacture are somatic cell products and also tissue engineered products. So the challenges that we find are the fact that these particular products, we don't quite know the mechanism of action. So we don't actually know whether it's the cells themselves or the cells in combination with their matrix that gives the therapeutic activity, or whether the cells, they may be secreting a protein or a combination of proteins. So we don't actually know what that active is. So in essence, that's very hard for us to test that active like you would do a traditional pharmaceutical. So that's one of the first big challenges. The other thing is that these products, they are inherently very variable. So they're biological products. So our starting material may be from human tissue from different donors. So again, you've got variability within the manufacturing process.